Yeah, good morning all. Now I am going to explain about half wave rectifier. Okay, this is the circuit diagram of half wave rectifier. Okay, the purpose of half wave rectifier is used to convert AC voltage into pulsating DC. Right, now see here, first of all I need to check the output of the transformer. This output of a transformer is AC supply rate, that is transformer transfer power from one circuit to another circuit by changing voltage levels and current levels. Power and frequency should be constant. Now see here it is a 230 by 606 volts transformer. Okay, now see here, these are the transformer terminals. This is a center type transformer. It is having 606. Okay, for half wave rectifier I need only 60. Phase and neutral is required, right? First of all I need to check the 60 supply. That means input is sinusoidal or not. Now see here it is a DSO. The purpose of DSO is used to measure the voltage. Okay, that is AC voltage waveform. Now see here, AC positive probe is connected to 6 volts, negative probe is connected to 0. That means the purpose of probe is used to measure the voltage. Now see here I am switch on the supply. Now see here I can give the AC voltage input to the channel 1. Okay, probe is connected to channel 1. Okay, to change this channel position, change this magnitude of channel, I can vary this probe, this terminal. Next, to change the position of the y-axis, I can use this terminal. Okay, next similarly to change the horizontal x-axis position, I need to use this knob. Okay, this is the magnitude of x-axis, this is the position of x-axis. I can change this knob position. Now you can observe clearly here, position of x-axis is changed, right? Okay, in this way we can adjust it. Okay, now the input of the rectifier is sinusoidal. This is clear, right? Next I can connect to the circuit diagram. Okay, now see here from this circuit diagram. Okay, again I can switch off the supply. First 6 volts is given to 1 point. Okay, at that point diode anode is connected. Next diode cathode is connected at 1 point. Okay, diode cathode is connected at 1 point. At that point load resistor, here I am using a DRB, load resistor starting point is connected. Okay, at that load resistor starting point, DMM starting point is connected. Okay, at that point only DSO, this is a DSO probe, right? DSO starting terminal is connected. Okay, that means DSO starting terminal is connected to, see here, DSO starting terminal is connected to DMM positive, right? Next DSO negative terminal, see here, this is DSO negative. Okay, DSO negative terminal is connected to voltmeter negative, right? Next, now see here, DMM negative is connected to ground, right? Here ground I am using here. Okay, DMM negative is connected to ground. Already DSO negative is given to this DMM negative. These 2 points will be over. Next RL negative is also connected to ground. Next transformer 0 is connected to ground. Okay, now connections are over, right? Connections are made as per the circuit diagram, right? This is the circuit diagram. Okay, after that switch on the power supply. Okay, once switch on the power supply, now you can observe the waveform of a half wave rectifier, right? Already input voltage is sinusoidal waveform, right? Here I can change the x-axis position. Okay, now the output of the rectifier is, see here, output voltage present only in positive half cycle, negative half cycle, output voltage is 0. Similarly, again positive half cycle, output voltage is present, again negative half cycle, output voltage will be 0. That means in case of half wave rectifier, you will get output voltage only during positive half cycle only. Hence the name of the rectifier is half wave rectifier. Output voltage or output current present only in one half cycle only. Okay, after that, first of all, now see here initially RL value is 0. Initially RL value is 0. After that, increase the load resistance value in steps of 1 kilo ohm. Now see here I set load resistance value to 1 kilo ohm. Okay, after that, note down the VDC value. VDC value is how much? 2.67. VDC is 2.67. Okay, after that, by using this multimeter only, we can measure AC voltage also. Okay, but in this multimeter I am having some error, hence I can use this formula. Now see here, already we know VDC value, right? VDC value is 2.67, right? But already we know that in case of half wave rectifier, VDC is equals to Vm by pi. Okay, from this equation, Vm is equals to VDC into pi. Okay, if you calculate this value, you will get Vm value. Okay, after that, Vrms is equals to Vm by 2. Already Vm value here calculated. Substitute that Vm value here, you will get Vrms value. Next, VAC. VAC is equals to under root Vrms square minus VDC square. Here VAC is nothing but not a supply voltage. Here VAC is nothing but the amount of AC voltage present in the DC output. Okay, the amount of AC voltage present in the DC output. Ripple factor indicates the amount of AC voltage present in the DC output. Okay, in this case, here we will get ripple factor value approximately 1.2 something. That means 120% of AC component of present in the DC output voltage. That is the drawback in half wave rectifier. Similarly, percentage efficiency is nothing but PDC by PAC into 100. PDC is nothing but VDC square by RL. VDC already measured here. Okay, then you will get PDC here, VDC square by RL. Next, PAC is equals to Vrms square by RL. Vrms value calculated here. Okay, by after calculating all those things, you will calculate PDC and PAC, substitute here, you will get percentage efficiency. That percentage efficiency value will be approximately 40.6 something. Okay, that means the drawback of half wave rectifier is ripple factor is high, efficiency is low. But for good rectifier, ripple factor should be low and efficiency should be high. Hence, we never prefer half wave rectifier. Okay, in this way we can done the experiment. Okay, thank you all.